Hello, I'm Terry Simpson. 4 weeks ago, I got a vaccination against 3 different strains of influenza or the flu vaccine. Oddly enough, I didn't develop the flu afterwards. I didn't have any rash or concerns. I didn't have any side effects from the flu vaccine whatsoever. But what I did do is reduce my risk of getting the flu. If I reduce my risk of getting the flu, or eliminate it, then I reduce my risk of passing the flu on to people who are more susceptible to getting it, like my patients, some of whom are very immune compromised, and by getting the flu it would be bad, or my son, who's 4 years old. People have, during this time of year, start putting out articles of individuals claiming the flu vaccine isn't good or it isn't effective. And while it's true that the influenza vaccine is not 100% effective against the influenza that year, here are some statistics that they probably haven't told you. Children who get the flu vaccine are 75% less likely to end up in the intensive care unit of a children's hospital because they received that vaccine. What they also don't tell you is your likelihood of, if you develop the flu after getting a vaccine, your likelihood of having a prolonged course are much reduced. Last year, there were thousands of kids who died from influenza and complications of pneumonia. That could have been prevented if they had gotten the influenza vaccine. I'm not going to take that chance. There was another article that's recently going around stating that there's a Johns Hopkins scientist who blasted influenza in the British Medical Journal. Let's be clear about several things. That Johns Hopkins doctor was not a biologist. He was not a physician. He is not a virologist. He is not an epidemiologist. He is an anthropologist. He has no background in immunology or the diseases of the flu. And it wasn't an article in the British Medical Journal in a peer-reviewed study showing that flu was not good. In fact, it was an opinion piece that he wrote, completely different. If you check Johns Hopkins, you will see that the medical school and the physicians are 100% in favor of getting vaccination for the flu. There's another piece going around, sadly, about a young girl where they claim that she developed paralysis after getting influenza vaccine. Well, the shot of influenza vaccine has nothing that can cause paralysis in it. The influenza virus themselves are not active, they're dead. And the preservatives in there don't cross the blood-brain barrier or cause any sort of paralysis. I don't know what happened to the little girl, but I'm very confident it is not the vaccine that caused this. Vaccine doses are given in millions of units every year. They protect the elderly, they protect the sick, they protect the very young. By you getting a flu vaccine, it may help you from spreading it to your friends or family or to those who are not able to fight it off as well as other people can. So do yourself a favor, do your family a favor, do the community a favor. Get vaccinated. And when these people tell you it's a big source of money makers for the drug companies, know this. It's less than 1% of the income of drug companies. And you know what's more money making for drug companies? It's when you get sick, not when you get a vaccination. So put aside the bad science. Vaccines are something that are helpful. I got mine. My 4-year-old son will get his. My wife will get hers. I'm a physician. I'm a virologist. I think you ought to get the vaccine. Good day.